What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, hope you're doing well. The next major update in Crossout is gonna be a doozy. So today I'm on the test server and we're gonna check out some of these changes. Now the first thing I want to check out is my beloved Destructor build because it's getting quite a big nerf in the next update. So right now we are on the test server. I'm gonna have it, I think, side by side so you guys can see the live server and the test server and see the difference. Now this Destructor build is using an Omamore, but I also have a different Destructor build that is using the new Jackie module, and I think that's why they're planning to nerf the Destructors this time. Now on this build, only 2 of the Destructors are on the Jackie. You can mount 3, but then your build is gonna become a little bit ugly. This is basically the same build as the other one, but instead of the Omamore, I have the Jackie over here. Now I have tested the projectile speed on some of the machine guns and the shotguns, and I'm not gonna show it because the garage gives a false sense of security, because in the garage over here, everything feels perfect and normal. The reason I'm not testing these changes in the garage is because in the garage, we have a -1 MS ping. And everything basically feels normal here. Everything feels perfect. Nothing out of the ordinary. You don't even feel the projectile speed difference compared to what it was before, like the hit scan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a custom game and fight against bots because I've already played it. And on NA servers, they're alright. But on an EU server for me with 220 ping, it becomes basically unplayable, and I kind of hate that. What I can show you in here is the amount of ammo everything has. So that one has 400 pieces, this one has 400, 400. Most of them have 400, some of them have 600, like the miniguns, and some of them have 350, for example, these two. I'm not sure why. These are fast firing, so I'm assuming the faster they fire, the more ammo you get. I would assume that the Vindicator would get more because it fires, I don't know, it fires quite fast. So these are the different amounts of ammo. The Miller already had some. Even the Caucasus, which is very interesting. Same thing with the Aeratons, the shotguns over here. 250 rounds, 30 rounds, 190, 30 rounds for the Parser and the Aerotron. It does appear that most automatic shotguns get 250 rounds regardless of their rarity. It's gonna feel strange for the autocannons, but the autocannons get ammo as well. Maybe around 200 for that. 150. Even the Starfall in the world, that's crazy. That is kind of crazy. 18 pieces for the median. The Aurora also has ammo now, 600 pieces. Graphostar 400. The plasma emitters are also gonna use ammo, which is gonna be very interesting. Even the Destructors are getting ammo now, 20 volleys. For some reason, even the Spark needs to use ammo now. I mean, it makes sense, they want to give everything ammo. The Corvo now has 16 ammo max, and the Kaiju only has 10 ammo max. The adapters only get 120 volleys. And I also checked if they added a different ammo box, but nope. We're just gonna have to use the normal ammo pack or the expanded ammo pack. The Rune one is still used for fuel, and the microfactors are still only for drones. Most of the other changes are pretty self-explanatory, and I know it's gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I actually don't mind the ammo change. It makes more sense. It never made sense that some weapons had ammo and some didn't use ammo. Some of the co-drivers also got a pretty nice rework. For example, the Atitlan co-driver has some pretty good passive perks now and a little bit of a buff on its active perk. For the passive skill, speed of heating up from thermal damage plus 20%. The amount of all types of weapon and hardware ammunition increased by 25%, which is new, pretty nice. And the fire rate of frontal and coarse rocket launcher increased by 10%, which is, just fine. And for those who are upset about the buggy wheel nerf, you might still be able to use the Hertz co-driver because it still reduces the speed and travel distance requirements by -20%. And of course, the rate of thermal effect from enemies decreased by 40% as well, which is also pretty nice. There's not much else I can test in the garage, so I'm gonna hop in a custom game. Oh, the Graphostar still hit scan, it seems. Yeah, Graphostar still hit scan, interesting. They said they weren't gonna do lasers, but I was unsure if the Graphostar counted as a laser or a shotgun. So I'm assuming the blockchains, the Spark, the Graphostar, the Aurora should still function as a hit scan. Let's check out the Athenas. Yep, Athenas are also still hit scan. All right, very nice. Just gotta work on that accuracy. By the way, these got buffed, but I see nobody using them. This is my main inbuilt on my main account. And yeah, you don't feel a difference here in the garage. So I'm gonna bring this out in PvP or a custom game, and I'm gonna bring this out. Or maybe, yeah, this out and this out. See what's gonna happen. All right, now this is gonna be a good test. Even though I select NA, custom games can only be played on EU for some reason. They always seem to break custom games. But this is gonna be very interesting. Okay, it feels weird, not gonna lie. Yeah, now I need to lead my oh, ew. Yeah, I need to lead my shots a lot. I wish I could have shown you an NA server, because trust me, it doesn't feel that bad. It does not feel that bad. But 200 ping is pretty rough. And then on top of that, the projectile speed, or the fact that they're not hit scan, it makes it look a little bit weird and not as good. I mean, it's not impossible to wreck people. It's just gonna be a lot trickier to disarm people, or players now. I'm gonna see if I can get into an NA server, because this feels awful. It doesn't feel as nice, but it's not super terrible, if that makes sense. I mean, 200 ping is awful in every game. I'm talking about the changes. The changes do not feel that horrible. Alright, let's see if I can get into an NA server. Slight change of plans. I don't have Arbiters anymore. I sold them to get a Devourer. So I'm gonna use the MG13 Equalizer on this build. I mean, I do see the Tracers, so that's good at least. Yeah, as long as we see the Tracers, I think if they make the Tracers more visible, but not too annoying, I think it won't be that bad. Of course, I'm missing a couple of shots. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can disarm that. No, we're dead. I think we're dead. Yeah, I want to see if I can disarm this guy. Trust me, it is harder with 200 ping. I think if this was an NA server, I would have been fine. On NA server, it's still in the yellow, and I get like 117 ping. I think once we get used to it, it'll be fine. But I did not bring any ammo boxes. And I believe, yep, it does seem that everyone is gonna have to run at least one ammo box or two smaller ones. So yeah, honestly, not that bad. I think the lower your ping is, the less issues you'll have. Let me try it out on these little droner cars. Yeah, it's even easier here because this is the garage. We have like no lag, no latency. Yeah, I really do think the lower your latency, the less you will feel it. The Fat Man Cannon is getting a pretty nice damage buff, gets 44% more damage, but the reload is gonna go from 4.3 seconds to 6 seconds. And this is an upgraded Fat Man, so the reload is gonna be a little bit faster, and we're using a Hadron cabin and stuff like that. Still seems okay-ish. So one shot does 91 damage and 105 explosive damage. The Step Spider's cabin perk is getting expanded a little bit, so now it also works on all rocket launchers except for a few, and it also works on the homing rocket launcher. So now you can do this with the Pyres, which is kind of nuts. And I think that's all the testing I can do for now. The hit scan mechanic, it doesn't seem as bad, but it feels horrible the higher your ping is. And all these changes to the machine guns should make them feel a lot better when using them. With the shotguns, the range is so short, so I don't think you're really gonna notice it. The parser, let me try the parser. The parser is something I could try out. Of course, we are in the garage, so it's gonna feel, you know, smooth. Let's see if it's hit scan. It's not, but man, you barely notice it here. It's almost like it's still hit scan. Yeah, it does. It feels like hit scan, not gonna lie. And to be honest, I don't think these changes will matter too much. As for the limited ammo reserve, I don't mind this change either. I think it's actually good. Most weapons start with a good amount of ammo. Once the update drops and they notice that some weapons have too little ammo that they start with, they just need to tweak it, and I think it should be fine. And keep in mind, if you have ammo boxes on your build and you've used up all the extra ammo, you can always use the rift module to blow it off. The cannon changes are pretty self-explanatory. We'll have to see how they feel after the update. The Tempest is gonna feel like the old Tempest again. The Radiant cannon's change won't matter too much. It only means that you might not be able to bring it in like 4K or 5K power score anymore. So yeah, I think that's it for this video, guys. So my final thoughts, I don't think the hit scan mechanic change is gonna affect us too much, unless you have a high ping, of course. And the limited ammo resource won't be that bad as it sounds. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.